I think a lot of people are turning to AI tools to answer regulatory questions. I am not an expert in AI, but I have enjoyed using the tools in attempting to answer a lot of different regulatory and government relations questions over the last 2.5 years. And I just want to give a quick take on why there's a lot of wrong answers being generated and what to be careful about when trying to use different systems to generate answers. The big picture theme is that the systems are getting a lot better at giving correct answers. The more detailed is that regulatory questions are not about generalities. They're about a very specific published set of rules and statutes. When you're asking an AI what is legal or not legal, or allowed or not allowed, or should or shouldn't be on a certain checklist of items, it needs to check a particular place, but it checks everywhere. And it starts pulling from news articles and online and various media sources, and the government does an absolutely terrible job of publishing their own stuff in an optimized way online. Even if they're legally obligated to put it up there, the formatting and the different document structures and the way they publish all of it is relatively poor, and the system does not reference the right material, and then it gives you a response based off of not a deep dive, but a dive until deep enough that it then just spits out the answer. And in a lot of cases, those answers that it spits out are fake information. And that can be really convincing when it's relatively good at formatting all of these things. So focus on the questions and the prompting and the templates that you're using. Make sure that you're referencing the right section of rules, the right section of statutes associated with your core question, and then implement that on the finished product. Check it at every different level and make sure that these sources and references are accurate, because while these tools are incredibly powerful, I think there's still no system that I've found that avoids hallucination when trying to ask it these specific type of questions. I think a lot of that comes back to the poor structuring of that data online. Remember, we're not asking questions about generalities. You want to know about super specific things, and the systems are not as well tuned for those types of prompts as other things.